friends, happy winter solstice and happy grand conjunction in Aquarius day, but also happy Capricorn season. Per usual, whenever I do these readings and it's a kickoff of a season, I'll do a special reading for the sign that we're celebrating, and then I do a general reading for the rest of us. I hope that you have plans tonight to view the grand conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn in the constellation of Aquarius. Go out. It's a once in a lifetime, literally, astronomical event. And the last time these two outer planets conjuncted each other was in 1623, and tonight they're going to be at 0.1 degrees. So go out, enjoy the winter solstice. Set your intentions for the next 30 days. And Capricorn, let's start with a reading for you, my dear beloved sea goats. No one works as hard as you, and no one gets a bad rap for working as hard as you. It's a strange catch 2020, but I love Capricorn. Some of my dearest friends are Capricorns, so this reading is for you, babies. What awaits Capricorns this week? I'm going to ask my easy Lenormand. As always, I do a mixed system read between Lenormand and Tarot, and I always do a 5-card cross spread because we get so much wonderful information. So what awaits my beloved sea goats? What can Capricorns expect this week? Okay, my dear Capricorns, let's see what we have. Okay, so our center row leads off with fish. Central focus card in that row is heart, followed by mountain. The top card is scythe. Bottom card is tree. So my beloved Capricorns, it looks like this week, with heart as your central card, you are going to be feeling incredibly happy and passionate about financial matters, but also you might have blocks or delays or feel financially frustrated. But with heart as your central focus, that tells me you're not going to mind so much. You're not going to mind the frustration because you know you'll get to the other end of it. You're going to keep an even keel. You're going to feel really good about it, despite the fact that you might have some financial setbacks this week. It's not going to bring you down. With scythe on top of heart and tree, so that spread looks like this, it tells me you're going to be making some quick decisions involving your health. And again, you're going to feel good about whatever decision you've made that impacts your health, because heart is in the middle of this spread. So knowing you've probably delayed self-care. You've probably delayed pampering yourself in some way because you're so busy and you're exhausting yourself that this is the week where your body finally decides, you know what, no, we need to rest. We need to take care of us now. And that's probably why you're not going to be feeling the frustrations of a financial setback as much as you normally would, because you've got health issues that are concerning you. And again, because heart is in the middle of this health issue, that tells me that it isn't a major health issue. It's more like fatigue or exhaustion, and you're going to act quickly to take care of yourself. So that is my reading for my dear Capricorns. What awaits us? And actually, before I even do that, I'm going to use my Tattoo Tarot to ask where, knowing that my Capricorns are going to need copious amounts of self-care this week, where should they focus their energy? How should they use that energy for self-care? What does Tattoo Tarot have to say about that? All the Capricorns I know work so hard, and they're such perfectionists, and they have high standards, and you know, if you have ever worked with a Capricorn, you know sometimes they can be hard on you, but trust me when I say they are harder on themselves than they are on you. So please get some rest. Give yourself some love. You deserve it. You've earned it. Capricorn, 3 of Cups is what Tattoo Tarot has pulled up for you in terms of how do you use your energy. And I love this card. 3 of Cups is a card of success and victory, but it's also a card of drinking some wine and enjoying yourself. Like this is the card that reminds me of like a girls' night out, you know, where you hang out with your girlfriends and just have a couple of drinks and you kick back and you don't worry about anything because you're with your friends. And so I know this year we can't quite kick back in person and drink some wine together, but you know, crack open a bottle of wine if you have some, put your feet up and relax. 3 of Cups. That is your card, Capricorn. Okay, and now we can move on to the rest of us. What awaits the rest of us this winter solstice, this grand conjunction that we're all going to be feeling in the house where we have Aquarius, but also the house where we have Jupiter and Saturn. And also, when you think about Aquarius, think about its opposite sign, Leo. So if you're a Leo, you're going to be impacted by the grand conjunction. You're going to be getting opposite energy, right? Because Aquarius is in opposition to Leo. If you are in a square sign, if you're a sign that squares Aquarius, so if you're Taurus, if you're a Scorpio, you're going to be feeling some of that heavy Aquarian energy as well. So your houses in Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio will all be impacted. Leo because you're the opposite sign of Aquarius, Taurus and Scorpio because you're going to be squaring the energies in the sky tonight. So given all of that energy, all that exciting collective energy, and what I love about this grand conjunction, sorry to be going on an astrological side thing here, is that Aquarius is, you know, they are all about the collective. They are the definition of what sociologist Emile Durkheim called the conscience collectif. They put others before them. So think about how you can put others before you as a way of dealing with these energies. So given all of that information, what awaits the rest of us this week? I love these cards that we got, guys. The center row are woman, man, heart. The top card is ring, and the bottom card is fox. You know what I love about the spread? Woman, man, that's partnership, right? So if this was a non-gendered deck, it would be, you know, 2 females or 2 males. But it's about partnerships. This week, we are going to be focusing on partnerships that we love. Partnerships involving commitments that we have made to work, commitments that we have made to other people, right? But we're going to take joy in fulfilling those commitments, which makes total sense when you think about this week. This is, you know, we're kicking off the holidays. So in whatever way you choose to honor your commitments to your partnership safely, you know, because we have COVID restrictions, you're going to find a way to do it in a way that makes you happy and loved and fulfilled, like you're not missing out on something, even though we will physically be missing out on the presence of being with family, and physically missing out on participating in the things that we honor, that are parts of our traditions, parts of our culture, parts of, you know, the things that make these holidays special and unique to you. Even though we will be missing out on them in the traditional sense, this week you're going to figure out a way to honor these partnerships and feel love and feel happy. Like, you will be in touch with the spirit of what this season is, but also you're going to feel love and happy with the commitments that you've made in your personal life, with the commitments that you've made with your work. Like, we are surrounded by a wonderful opportunity to connect with each other in a way that we've never been asked to connect with before. And if you follow modern astrology, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of like rebellion and independence and freedom, but it also is the planet of technology. So if we're going to think about the way this Aquarian energy is going to affect us this week, the fact that we're going to be able to honor our partnerships to work, our partnerships with the people that we love, the commitments that we have made that make our heart happy, that we're going to do it with technology, and find a way to not just adapt but find fulfillment in it, is such an Aquarian trait. Like, that is adaptability in a way that would make Uranus proud, that in a way that speaks of the Aquarian energy in the sky. So knowing what we know about the joy and the love that we're going to get from fulfilling our commitments, I'm going to ask my Marigold Tarot how we should use our energy this week. Our positive, joyous energy. Because that's all we got from the spread, is positive and love and joy. How should we focus that energy? Okay, Marigold Tarot says Seven of Swords, but Seven of Swords reversed, which tells me that we're going to be walking away from any impulse for negativity, any impulse for feeling defensive, any impulse for, if you felt in any way that the way things are going in society right now feels like a deep betrayal, because Seven of Swords is a card that speaks of betrayal, but Seven of Swords reverse is a card that speaks of you walking away from said betrayal into accepting. So if you've ever felt like, gosh, I'm feeling depressed about how this holiday season is going, like this isn't how I imagined it to be, and you started to feel depressed and that sense of betrayal that comes of it, this is a card that is asking you to walk away from that negative energy, to find the silver lining, to find the positive, so that you can enjoy and find fulfillment in things the way they are now, while keeping you and your loved ones safe. So don't give in to that sense of doom and gloom and betrayal. Tap into your love. Tap into your heart center and know that even though your celebrations might not look the way they normally look, the love doesn't change. Thank you so much for watching, friends, and have a wonderful, happy holiday season. I hope you get to see the Grand Conjunction tonight, and set those intentions, and I will see you next week on your weekly read.